Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is an Eternal Evolution video. Guys, we've just got news that a new SSS hero is due to drop in the next patch. We're going to go over what we know so far in this video. I'm also going to take you through the guild hunt, because I know a lot of people are pushing with their guilds. They're really kind of cracking on and are able to kill some higher level stuff. But now we need the strategy behind it to make sure that you're bringing out the best teams from your roster. I definitely have been like smashing through the upgrades for champions like Emma. You can see she's one off now immortal, and she's one of my highest damage dealers all of a sudden. My Daniel now is immortal. Yeah, I've got some like crazy stuff. Considering this is still a free-to-play account, the account is absolutely turbocharged after, I don't know, how long have I been playing now? After, I guess, 2 months and a week or so. Two and a bit months. So if you're new to the game and want to get involved, give it a try. You can download using my link down below. I do benefit if you do that as well, by the way. You will get yourself a free Artas, who's a good frontline Vanguard kind of bruiser stroke tank. You'll get yourself some summons. You'll get yourself some extra diamonds, some gold, all of that good stuff. Also, there'll be a link down below to our promo code page on hellhades.com. You'll get yourself a whole load of initial stuff to get you going. And you could come and join one of the Hell Hades guilds. I mean, there are, at this point, something like 50 Hell Hades guilds. And we're trying to take over all of the servers. It's a really fun game. You should give it a try. But let's get into the new champion that's due to drop. So here we are. This is from the Eternal Evolution Facebook page. They often do these kind of like little sneak peeks before the stuff actually gets released properly. So it says here, a new SSS level Atlas summon hero. So it's another summoner. We've had Daniel, we've had Stuart, and other than that, we've got like a couple of epic sort of level summoners. So I guess another one is good. Do feel like we're missing an assassin at the moment, but anyway, I'm sure they've got some plans for that. So it says here, new summon hero Anpu. Kind of looks a little bit like old school Egyptian gods type of stuff. I love it. The bringer of death is coming soon in Eternal Evolution. He can summon the scale of justice to inflict huge damage on the enemies and detonate all soul guards on the battlefield. So I'm guessing that's all we've got, other than he's going to be a summon and corpse explosion hero. So I'm guessing what you're going to be able to do is bring multiple summoners in, and he's going to be blowing all sorts of stuff up, or he's just going to be blowing up his own minions. But actually a really cool design idea. I love it. I love it. So Anpu is going to be coming in the next patch. I guess we're going to have to get limited tickets ready for that. So let's talk about the guild hunt then. The boss that we fight as a guild. I've got so much stuff to do here. So yeah, let's talk about the kind of guild hunt. Now there's multiple different bosses that you can fight. Yeah, and basically what they do is they reset, they get harder. So you've got 3 main bosses. And one of the guys on my Discord has actually kind of pinned a really good guide, which I thought I'd use as a kind of like benchmark for this so that you guys could see it. You can always come to my Discord and find this stuff out whenever you need it, by the way. Basically, you've got the Turbine. This is one of the bosses. So it's saying here, on Turbine, generally it's better to use Taylor with Soaring Meditation or Artas with full HP Gluttony gear when boss is low on health, instead of 4 summoners. Yeah, so if the boss is lower, bring Artas for that drop defense, and then Taylor with the Soaring Medallion. But generally, you would want Taylor or Artas in the mix, Mazarani, Senway, Stuart and Hattie if you've got them, and Daniel. Okay, so Daniel is empowering the other summoners. You've got Senway in a high damage summoner. You've then got Mazarani as your healer in the team. Frontline is actually going to be Artas generally, or you can use Taylor for more damage. If you don't have Stuart and Hattie, then you can actually just bring in another summoner. So I don't have Stuart and Hattie on my account, but I bring in Kalaza as a high level damage dealer as well. And really what you're looking for, because this boss doesn't really need a tank. So you're actually just looking to go full damage with a heal. So for me, I've got my Kalaza here just going like full crit rate with attack percent. I've got my Daniel, who is in basically just attack percent wherever I can do it. ideally in 6-piece attack gear, but I don't have 6. I don't have a good helm to replace this one yet. I bring my Tailor in again, kind of like a full crit rate, attack percent, crit damage build. And I bring in Senway, who is in full attack percent, because his summon only benefits from the attack. He doesn't benefit from all your crit rate and stuff. And then my Masrani, I use Masrani here in a healer set. So I've got the 4-piece healer set, and basically we've got an HP percent across the board. And I'm kicking out some good damage for my arena hits. We then look at the second boss then. So that's the Turbine. We take a look at the Whale. So the Whale's a slightly different type of fight. One of the kind of top tips here from the guide is if you're hitting the Whale, make sure you manual it to stack the hits when his shield comes up. So you want to do as many hits as possible when he does that kind of like shielding phase, because basically the more hits you do, the more damage increase you get. So you said here, Artas debuff is still a lot of value on this boss. So using that Artas debuff is decent if the boss is low HP. Units you want to use on this boss, if it's low level Whale, you can try without a healer. But if it's higher level, better to bring a healer in. So you want to be using champions like Emma, Sorietta, Taylor, Azina, Muka, anyone who's doing multiple hits, lots of multiple hits and a lot of damage. I actually use Bot Mark over Artas personally for the drop defense, but you can use either. And I am, so let me show you here my kind of builds for this. So I go Bot Mark, who probably was the most underrated hero that I found in this game. This dude kicks out a lot of that, or sets up a lot of damage for you. So I use Bot Mark on my front line. He's actually got HP build, so I use him really to stay alive, but I do build some crit into his build as well. But basically, he's coming in here to bring your drop defense. I then bring Serena as my healer. She's in, again, healing gear with HP percent across the board. And then I bring in Sorietta for a lot of hits. So my Sorietta has got a decent kind of Evo level, and she's in like crit rate, crit damage, attack percent gear. I bring in my Emma, who is in kind of like, what's it called? Gluttonous Razor Blade gear. I do need more accuracy on my Emma to get her really happening, but I did get her up to Evolution 20 or Exclusive 20. I want to take her up to 30. As soon as I evolve or one more level, I can do that. And then she kind of comes online. At the moment, she's not really doing the do as she should until I can take her up one more Evo level. And then I bring Taylor in for a lot of my kind of hits and damage as well. This dude, though, Nagrama, also very good. Nagrama does a lot of hits and a lot of damage. And if you've got a high level... where is he? Where is he? Lower than that for me. Oh, this guy. If you've got a high level Nadalus, also very good for this fight as well. But he does need some levels, some Evo levels on him as well to really get him going. So the final boss then to talk about is the Spider. The Spider basically spawns a load of mobs. You need to be dealing with those mobs as well. We've got here, good tactic for this is to use Res alongside Ravena. Yeah, so Ravena is doing her kind of ultimate. Res is boosting the ability to do that. And basically, those two together take care of the ads. We've then got here, use Masrani for a healer. Again, no real tankage needed here. I personally, because my Ravena is not very high level, I actually use Leo frontline, tank up the ads whilst doing a lot of AoE damage with his spins. But Ravena, with Luke, with Masrani, with Daniel or Skua, says here Skua generally outperforms Daniel if you've got a decent level 1, and that will take down this boss. So no real tank needed for this boss. Quite interesting, actually, the amount of bosses in this game where you can get by without a kind of full tank. That's not the same if you're doing like story mode and stuff like that. The challenges, you definitely need tanks for those. But for the guild fights, actually there's a lot more options that you can kind of bring in. So there you go, guys. That is Eternal Evolution. That's some decent comps that you could be using to fight against the different guild hunt bosses. And as I said earlier, if you want to download and give it a try, use my link down below. I would appreciate it. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.